Okay, we're finally here. I I think it's safe to say that Streamlabs just died.
Yeah, that's been a disaster for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, I literally got on there last night and I tested it, but here we are. So at least we're finally going. What's going on, everybody? We are definitely late, as we always are, but oh well. Where else have we got to be tonight, right?
Mm.
We got a lot to get to tonight. A lot happened over the weekend, and there's been a lot of things that have came out since we had a show last. Um, we got one session in at Fort Recovery, and it seemed like pretty much everywhere else that you wanted to have a charge pull last weekend, you had the thing called rain. Unless you're in Mount Vernon, Ohio, I think is where OSTPA
Or
was.
Goshen, Indiana. They
Well,
got both
that
there.
one too.
All three of theirs in.
Yeah,
Up at the
that was
sandbox.
that was a midweek pull. The track on Saturday didn't look half bad. I gotta give them that.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't talked to anybody. Logan Logan Thomas was here for 3 days last week, and
oh dear.
he had up there from there, but I haven't talked to him about it since. So
Yeah, I got you. But we are ready to rock and roll. Got definitely give a shout out to the OSTPA show. We're gonna go through that here in a little bit too, because they had quite the turnout. I kind of figured it might be a little more, but they might have, based off where that pool was compared to Fort Recovery, it might have been too long of a haul for some of the guys to go there anyway. But we'll talk about that. World Series of Pro Mod is moving from Bradenton, Florida. The first two races are going to take place down there in Bradenton. We'll go over that, where we think it's going to be, or anything along those lines whenever we get done. Night Under Fire announced that the 50th anniversary of their show is next year, and unfortunately, it will be the last one. So probably gonna make plans to go that next year,
that
just
needs to
because
be
I've
on your
never
bucket
been.
list.
Dude, that is. I can't believe they're going to call that the last. That show is just watching it on the live stream is amazing.
Yeah, I know. Flow Racing did a fantastic job with that last week.
I tell you, I gotta give a shout out, and I know none of them guys are probably listening, but Flow Racing as a whole just is unbelievable. You know, we had Indiana Sprint Week they had 9 races in 10 days here in the state of Indiana for the USAC sprints, and every one of them just top-notch quality what Flow does. It's just unreal.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job there. And we've had some more things come out from IHRA. I think today, especially, it was really circling through the news media. Evidently, Daryl did an interview. I guess it was with a news station in Memphis. I don't really know where it was from, but that's what I saw today as well. Man, the lineups for Rockwell came out, and there's a few names that are coming back over in a way as well. We can only assume that the high stakes deal, I don't want to say it's been canned, but I mean the assumption
canned.
Hebron's been canceled, and we're still waiting to hear more details on that. We're not going to assume a single thing until we know for sure, obviously. But yeah, we've got plenty to get through. I mean, let's just start with Fort Recovery, since 2 out of the 3 of us were there. Wyatt, you guys came out pretty good on Friday night, getting second place. You guys needed that as much as y'all been struggling. As far as like just silly things happening that you've told us have happened. And then Zach, you didn't even get a chance to even pull.
Nope, unload the tractor to get teched, and that's about all the farther it was. You know, Fort Recovery, Wyatt, this is your first time ever there, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they usually don't have our class there, and we're usually in Brandenburg. So
Fort Recovery is quickly, I mean, always has been, but it's a destination pull. I mean, them guys, ambassadors, do a hell of a job. The facility's unbelievable. The track is, which Wyatt can tell you, they got the pull on it, is second to none. And I was told they had the largest Friday night crowd since the 80s in there. And that place was standing room only Friday night when it was.
That place was packed, dude. That was
it really?
That was nuts.
That's awesome.
A
little hard on Diesel Supers.
It was hard. On everything. It was hard on everything.
Yeah, they tore some iron up there Friday night, and I think a little bit in every class, but those guys just do a phenomenal job. It's definitely my favorite event every year to go to.
Yeah,
that was
I'm going to get there one day. I don't know when, but I'll be there.
That was by far the best track we have pulled on so far this year, and it's not even close.
Really?
It was
nuts.
And it's different for other classes. Like Unlimiteds may have. It seemed like the Unlimiteds were one wheeling, but that could have been just been so tough that was hooking one wheel and not the other. But if you watch, like two-wheel drive puller said it, Diesel Super Farm, Super Stock Diesel Trucks, all those guys said it is taking every ounce of horsepower you can give it.
So why, for me, for comparison, Saturday Brandenburg or Friday or Saturday afternoon Bowling Green, where is it ranked between them?
What do you mean rank between them?
Above?
Like you found your lowest gear possible.
I was gonna say, okay, like, are you going direct or are you going down to your basement like you would?
You're going to the basement.
We're going to the basement, and there was no
way.
It was the lowest as low possible.
I love that.
And people were wondering why everything was hitting the wheelie bars, or people were dragging motors down, whether it's blower motors or super farms or diesel supers. It took everything. I mean, look at what it did to damage for diesel supers. It just made them.
Was it one of those nights like where Super Farms looked like we were back in 2009? They all just went out there and smothered.
A lot of them did.
A lot of them did. Not all of them did. I mean, it was probably like out of 17, there's probably a good 5 or 6. But
I got you.
It took everybody by surprise. I mean, you talk to pullers, even mini rods, like you as quick as you can get on it, as low as gear as possible, and as much as you can turn. It's going to take all of it.
Good. Yeah, man, that's great to hear. I wish I could have had some things going on back here though. That kind of looked like it was a good thing I stayed home though instead of leaving.
Yeah, we just, everybody Friday night went off without a hitch, and then, they tried their best to get Saturday in. Everybody was ready to go. They probably could have.
I think they jumped the guns on Saturday afternoon.
I think there was some calls made on Saturday about Saturday afternoon that shouldn't have been made, but hey, that's part of it, because it turned out to be a nice afternoon from what at 12:30 on.
Yeah, 12:30, about 5-ish
till 5:15, 5:20.
Do you think you could have got the entire session in before it?
I think you could have, because there was only four classes.
Yeah, pretty small numbers.
Yeah, it was light mod, us, Super Farm, and two-wheeler were they running on afternoon?
Yeah,
light pro, Super Farm, light mod, semi.
That's right. Yeah, so it'd been a pretty short.
Great afternoon session.
But hey, that's part of it. And the ambassadors, they're looking forward to next year already. I talked to a couple of them before we left there Saturday, and that place is just second to none. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Wyatt, turn your volume down your thing again a little bit. Yeah, so I didn't get to go, but Madisonville, Kentucky was happening on Friday. I had to work Saturday, so I ended up not going. If you look at some of the pictures that have been posted from the Mid-South event, though, there's light limiteds looking at more than just stars. I think they're trying to look backwards at the sled as high as their front ends were. So Madisonville's kind of one of those places. It had a Grand National pool back in the earlier 80s and 90s, wasn't it? Or did it ever go Grand National? I can't remember.
I guess I'm not really sure. I don't know a lot down that way.
Rich would know.
Uh-huh.
I know it was an ATPA big hook at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure with Madisonville. I don't really know its history.
It's a good track apparently, man, because they were biting. They had to scrape a little bit of rain off of it, but what was underneath was evidently pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about the closest I came to going pulling this weekend, unfortunately.
Mother Nature's kind of screwed a lot of things the past couple of weeks. I mean, ever since we had a show, I mean, we were on the night that Brandenburg Tuesday night got canceled. No. Tuesday didn't get canceled. They got flooded. That, and then Friday night happened, but Saturday Brandenburg got canceled. And then just everything else in the country has just gotten wet.
Yeah, the weather don't look good for us out this way this weekend either.
It's not looking too good for me either, brother. Let me tell you.
Yeah, Mother Nature, I don't know what it is, can just halt for the motorsports events and do everything around it.
Yeah,
She's being a bitch.
We're gonna be bluntly honest here. Yes, she is.
She's being bipolar. I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, she'll let dirt track and drag races happen, but
don't worry, she'll probably plead the fifth here in a little bit.
111 times.
111 times.
What an idiot.
Hey, brother's watching. He said it was always dry. Rain definitely helped that place.
Actual rain usually helps anything.
Yeah.
Mother
But no,
Nature can be
you
your
guys
best water
see-
wagon if she don't get out of hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the amount of vehicles that went to Mount Vernon, Ohio this past weekend for OSTPA though?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. Now, their one downfall is the Superside Diesel 4x4s. They only have 4, but I think that's pretty much what they have on a regular basis there anyway, right?
Pretty close to it, yeah.
Pretty close
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
But no, like you get Supermod 4-wheel drive trucks. They've got the lawn beds. There was 10 of them.
Not
The-
no STPA, they don't.
OSTPA is still a short wheelbase.
I thought they. Oh no, they are still short wheelbase.
Because they're the Hemis, the ones down. I believe is the ones in TNT. The ones
TNT are the only long base ones.
The
I think.
TNT ones are. Yep.
Yeah. 15 3.0s, no problem. That it seems like OSTPA is becoming another place where you really got to talk about 3.0 country.
Well, 3.0s across the country are just huge.
Yeah.
The only place they're really not as big is when you go Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Everywhere else, they're just big. But
Yeah. Light Limited Super is slowly starting to pick up some numbers around there too. You know, coming in hot was there. Cody Wheeler's running it. Jake Huffman, McIntyre, Claypool, Schubert, Monreal, and Travis King. All of the guys that we typically see indoors with Midwest Winter Nationals, they ran there. It was a great show. Frank Keener with Triple X is always there. But yeah, man, it was a great thing to watch, and hopefully they just keep getting better and better with that place.
definitely good. But next,
I'd say we go drag racing. What do y'all say?
which one do we want to go? Seattle or we want to go Night Under Fire?
I kind of want to get into World Series of Pro Mod because I feel like we're going to spend a little bit of time on World Series of Pro Mod because you open up your Facebook feed and all of a sudden you just see did he call it Cold War? Did he call it Civil War? I can't remember.
The Cold War Winter Series, something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. It's
So Snowbirds and US Streets are going to take place in Bradenton like they always do.
they've always been there.
But now we've got an announcement coming from Wes on
Tomorrow.
is it?
Yeah,
thought it was
Wednesday,
on
right?
Thursday. Yeah, it is tomorrow at 2
Tomorrow
o'clock.
too.
You're right.
Tomorrow
Yeah,
too.
tomorrow's already Wednesday. It's moving somewhere, and in his post, he was cryptic, but at the same time, he kind of wasn't. It's moving to it's got to be moving to a bigger facility, right? With the amount of cars that he has showing up and wanting to come run his race down there.
It's gonna be somewhere warm during February.
Texas?
No, I was thinking Indy.
Yeah, we're gonna go the racing capital of the world just February.
In
Yeah.
February. I
Being
think it's
realistic.
got to be Texas.
You think?
I've
Will
got
that deter him getting vehicles from like Brazil and stuff like that? You
not
think?
at all. They're already up here. They get flown in anyways.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and you got to think if they are shipping them in a boat, they can go to Galveston as easy as they can go to Florida.
Can they? Okay.
I mean, I
If
could
you
be
look-
wrong.
If you look at the Artivinco team, when it comes to Brazil, they're always flying stuff up here. So that's not the issue. I think
Right.
the Southeast and usually Bradenton, why it's such a hotbed is because pro mods were born in the Southeast. They're in that Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida area forever and along the East Coast. So it's kind of where pro mods have always been born and raised.
Right.
Do I think Texas is a possibility? Yeah. I mean, West does live in Texas, but
Yeah, but where are you going to go in Florida if you don't go to Bradenton?
Gainesville.
That was the other thing. But I don't know. I think
with it being so close to the Gator Nationals, probably not. I could also see SGMP.
Okay, hang on. So Andy says Bradenton is having the 3 races. Last is called Pro Mod Finals.
That's what I'm assuming what Victor's calling it. If
So I don't understand then. So there's 4 races essentially.
well, no, it's not. Now, to clarify, when Wes had it last year in Bradenton, it was the DI Winter Series. It was the Snowbirds, the U.S. Streets, the World Series Pro Mod. Well, the last race is not the World Series Pro Mod, so that is not the entirety of the series at one location. So it can't be really considered the DI Winter Series. Now,
so it's expanded to 4 races essentially.
No, because the World Series Pro Mod is on those dates on the third one. So
okay, so what's the Pro Mod
conflicting.
finals then? Zach, turn on your volume or something.
That's to be determined. Now, the first 2 races, the Snowbirds, and this is all more information on tomorrow with Wes, but the Snowbirds and U.S. Streets can also be under the DI banner, but the last one doesn't have to be. So,
yeah, okay.
I mean, it's kind of like with Cecil County Dragway running Pro Mods same weekend as the U.S. Nationals.
Right.
It's happened quite a few times where some guys have to make the commitment where they're going to run the quarter mile setup or they'll run the 8th mile.
Right. So
We'll see.
SGMP is where Andy Gerball says it's going to go.
My guess, if it's going to stay in that region, alone, I'm probably saying SGMP just because of Wes is saying that places like a honky tonk or small type drag racing feel are always better atmospheres.
Right.
But Zach, I don't believe Texas is out of question either, whether it's Extreme Raceway Park or if it's the Texas Motorplex.
You know, and the more I think about the Gainesville thing, maybe not, but if it's close to the Gator Nationals, but I mean they got the dragway ready to go already. I mean,
isn't there a new facility being built in Texas too? That's supposed to be done around then.
I seen something on Facebook today about that. I forget what it was called.
Like West Abilene's gotten some stuff done to it. What else? There's been a few racetracks down that way that gotten work done to them. I mean, Yellow Belly's in the area. Extreme Raceway Park. Big country there. So
I don't know. I'm excited for 2:00 tomorrow. That's for sure.
It's gonna be interesting. That's for sure. It's interesting that we see it now, or a possible move when Bradenton, after the move from Denver, was kind of the place that he called home for the World Series. But the band will keep playing.
Does it go to Vegas?
Now,
no.
When they were in the first World Series were in Denver, and if you listen to how they explain those stories, is that they had 11 cars and there was nobody in the stands, but they still promised their payout. Now you kind of need to cater to your audience, but also need to cater to your racers. Yes, there are West Coast Pro Mod racers and Midwest and whatever, but you kind of need to favor toward the location of all of them are.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But people are going to travel. I don't know. The only reason I said Vegas is you want to talk about being able to get a crowd.
Oh,
people
for sure.
In Vegas.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Now,
is that more of an NHRA diehard crowd though, or is that
sure. Does it matter?
Yeah, kind of.
Not really.
I don't think it does.
I think it does 100% because of the names that are going to be there. They're not going to recognize some of them. They'll recognize a few of them, not all of them.
Here's another reason why I say Vegas isn't the place, and I have to check the dates. I'm pretty sure the World Series Pro Mod and the Winter Nationals, which are in Pomona, are the same weekend. If you have a race in Vegas, you're kind of trying to split two people that could be.
No, I agree with that if they are the same. Yeah. I don't know. Be curious to see what Wes says tomorrow.
I think it's going to be somewhere in the southeast, at least Florida, Georgia area.
I don't know. Only time will tell. But do you guys just want to go ahead and cover Night Under Fire too, and how epic that finale was with Maddie and Ron Capps?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say, why you want to take that? I figured you'd had a chance to rewind it and watch it through.
The spectacle that is the Night Under Fire has always been one. If you read posts or testimonials or whatever it is, racers or not, it's always been one that's been a bucket list, no matter who you are, whether you're just a casual drag racing fan or you're a nitro driving junkie like Ron Capps or Matty Gordon, whoever they are. Now, and they always say it's an honor to get invited to put on the show because there's only 4 funny cars that go and 4 top fuel cars. And
Spencer was one of them.
Mm-hmm. And for a one-night show to go on like that, it is spectacular. And understandably, it's hard for those teams to make that one-day commitment to race that one day, but it's good payout. It's amazing crowd. It's a show. You get to see everything in 3.5, 4 hour span, and you get to pack up and go home, and you had a great time. But kind of going off the racing part, obviously it was all pretty good. I mean, Spencer, Ron Capps, Cruz Pedregon, Jordan Vandergriff made up the funny car field. Obviously, NHRA big hitters, guys that make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
But the top fuel is just the same. When you got Antron and Doug Coletta and Matty and Clay, you have fan favorites, you have legends, you got world champions, all at this one night show where it's just you are entertainers and go be it. But if there is nothing else in the world that is as cool as Nitro under the lights. Like
100%.
Say that till the day I die. If you've never seen Nitro under the lights, like they call it Night Under Fire for a reason. There's a reason why it's a spectacle. But yeah, it was kind of a storybook ending, I would say, in a sense, being that, you know, just a month ago we were at the Summit Nationals there at Norwalk, and Matty won Top Fuel, Ron won Funny Car. And how storybook is it that those two winners get to claim the Ron Capps Motorsports top of the line king or queen of Nitro at the same place just a month later in an all-star shootout? I don't think the story of Matty Gordon and that entire organization can be written any better.
You mark my word. Matty Gordon is the future of drag racing.
Agreed. I fully agree with that.
Oh, absolutely.
There is not one top fuel driver out there right now that has that much hype, that much excitement around somebody new and just a breath of fresh air as she is.
And she seems, what I've seen, so down to earth compared to some of these people that just show up to drive.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you follow her story all the way back to when she was a kid. I mean, her dad is Doug Gordon, obviously world champion, but her and her sister and that entire family worked for everything they did.
Mm-hmm.
They're taught
to still work on their own cars too.
Mm-hmm. Work on their own cars, work on the clutches, service the engines, drive them, everything under the sun. I mean, I don't know if there's a Nitro driver out there or a newer one that has earned their spot more than Matty has.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, and she's becoming a mainstay in a hurry.
Agreed. I mean, earlier this year when we went to Chicago just for a qualifying day, it is insane, her pits, how full they are. People want autographs or just want to see them work on that car. It is absolutely baffling.
Yeah, it's fantastic for the sport of drag racing, that's for sure. So will the other event that happens down there in Bradenton between the three races return this year, you think? The Superstore Shootout?
No. I'm not sure when you'll see that event back. It hasn't happened for a couple of years now, and by the way of what Richard Freeman said on a podcast, I don't know if you'll see it anytime soon. It was kind of like what the Night Under Fire was made to be, in that racers need to put on a show and kind of throw away the bull crap. Just go out and put on a show for the fans that paid hard-earned money to go see you. So
yeah. I just want to know why next year is the 50th anniversary. It's the last show.
I don't have an answer. Obviously, I wouldn't have an answer, but knowing the Bader family and what they've done to that facility and that type of event, I think there's a reason behind it. Now, we're not all going to know in time. I mean, it's who else wouldn't want to go out with a bang at the 50th?
I mean, yeah, there's that.
I think it's a little bit of a storybook telling for Bill Bader, but also just they want to cement that event's legacy in that it's only a one of a kind. In that if you were able to at least attend one of those events one time in your life, it was a spectacle.
Yeah, let's face it, you know, Bader's not getting any younger either. You know,
no. That's Junior. He took it over from his dad.
You know what? Yeah, what? I'm with Wyatt. I think if you can go out with a bang on your 50th, do it.
And if they announce that that's the last one, that place is going to be so standing room only or packed the gills full, you'll never find a seat.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to apply for media next year. I doubt I get it, but I'll at least try.
I mean, where else can you go see anything from jet cars to wheel standers to nitro funny cars in the top fuel range?
Fair.
So,
where do y'all want to head to next? You want to head to Cycle Drag and the story he had today?
I didn't get to see it, so I have no recollection.
I have not
Yeah.
seen it either.
Yeah, so evidently Daryl did a telephone interview with News 5 in Memphis.
I just seen that before we got live.
Yeah, talking about the Elon Musk and how much he owes him and everything. Do y'all want me to play it on the show, or do you want me to?
Yeah, go for it. Might as well.
Not?
Are you gonna be able to play, or is there gonna be some sort of copyright to that?
No, it's all over. It's all over the internet.
Yeah, it's all over the place, homie.
All right.
Yeah. So here's this one. It's kind of
Dorana's CEO.
Such a shame. We had such a good team together originally, and we pulled off the first data center in Electrolux, which 123 days, which was pretty amazing.
Cuddle says Dorana worked on the data center on Tulane Road.
It was running smooth till the new regime stepped in and just ruined it all.
And so how much money do you figure you're owed at this point in time?
Probably north of 600 million. I can't believe I'm talking to you right now because I don't know how we're still alive.
How are you paying the bills and making it?
I don't know. We're just kind of getting by right now. It's what Elon does. He goes out and takes on the small guys and buries them.
I don't know what in the world to make from that.
I really don't either. You know, there's two sides. There's three sides to every story.
The one side, the other side, and then the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
right.
You know, I don't know where to go with it. I don't. You know, I
don't either.
I hate what this has done to motorsports in general, whether it's pulling, drag racing, stock car, whatever it is, anything,
boats, circle track, whatever
touched. You know, I mean, obviously, the elephant in the room is obviously the high stakes deal is pretty much done, if not completely done.
It hasn't been announced that it's done, but from what that said, even, I mean, how do you not assume at least? But you also don't assume because you know what that does.
Well, and just multiple things that have led to, you know, lineups in Rockwell the way they are, and, you know, track announcements and such. But
yeah, it just, I don't know. It's a terrible thing, and I hate it for. I hate it for everything, everybody that's involved, especially on the polling end. That you know, who knows what's going to happen to the dollars they put in. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate too, and I'll tell you, if I'm going to be honest with you, I feel for John and Christy with what they're doing and everything. I mean, they did what they had to do so that they could have another pulling season this year. I mean, ever since, Lucas backed out on them. They ran by themselves last year. Now this has happened. I mean, I hate it for them. And here's the thing. If I'm anybody, I'm not going after John and Christy for it at all.
No, and, you know, and I've heard this by multiple people say that they've been told that PPL and the high stakes series is two separate deals. And
which is good
if that's the case. And you know, I hope John and Christy can keep operating as PPL, because, you know, this sport needs two organizations. But the fighting between the two's got to stop. Yeah.
And I mean, literally nitpicking any little thing that either side does. I don't give a crap what side of the dime you're on. I don't care if you're on the NTPA side, if you're on the PPL side. Don't nitpick. It does no good.
There's things that both sides do that people don't like. You know, I've got my opinion, you've got your opinion, White's got his opinion, you know. But this isn't good for the sport in any way, shape, or form.
No, I mean, all this is doing is it hurts. It hurts the sport, because this was a thing that we had never had. And I hate it for everybody involved. I mean, we've got some pretty good friends on that side of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You know, one thing I'll tell you, you look at the Rockwell lineups. I'm glad to see people coming back together. You know,
yeah, I am too. And the other thing, I'll be honest with you, I kind of hope Daryl gets all of his stuff sorted out too.
I don't know.
Dude, $600 million is a lot of money.
If that's the truth.
Right. But if it is, I mean, that's, yeah.
But let's take the Rockwell lineups for what they're worth. Take away the shield, take away the logos on the crew shirts of the people that are officiating it.
What session do you want?
I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
Competition. We are out here to compete. And I kind of want to touch on this later on, but
Go ahead and bring it up now.
Yeah,
go
go.
for it.
it was a conversation point I had with a couple people because I had something personal happen in Brandenburg that it's just out of your mind. And it was already said already that the fighting needs to stop because pulling in motorsports is more than just money and the logos on which you compete for. Whether it's NHRA, IHRA, PPL, NTPA, it don't matter. Without the people to compete against, without the people to hang out with, without the people you love and love to hang around, it means nothing. Checks mean nothing. The money means nothing. We're just here to be around the people we love and like. And I noticed that and handled that firsthand in Brandenburg, and I'm not going to get into it, but we need to stop taking the good times in life and the competition, the camaraderie for granted because at the end of the day, it may sometime it may be gone. So
Yeah.
it's good to see that and just scrap the NCPA logo if we have to call it that. But Rockwell, everybody, no matter PPL or NCPA, are going to go up there to compete, put on a show for the fans that are going to be there to pack that house, and we're going to have a good time.
And you're exactly right. And I think for the most part of this, what I'm going to say feud, it's not us pullers that got the problems. It's the people on message boards in this day and
Internet
age
space.
that think they know absolutely everything that never been down the track on anything in their life. And there were some topics on a message board today that just grinded my gears, but I'm not going to get on there and say anything back. But
Which one? Which topic? I didn't look.
it's just no matter what the one side does, there's a certain person that just dogs on them no matter what they do.
Yeah.
And it's like a bunch of Democrats. I'm just going to say it, on that message board at times, not the people on it, but the people that run it. It grinds my gears. That's all there is to it. You want to talk about sticking a knife in something? That's the people that do it.
Yeah, and again, we talk about if you want to call it fighting or whatever it is, it's nothing that the pullers are saying to each other.
No.
Pullers just want to go
Well,
out.
there's a couple of them that just, and no matter what happens, they say something.
You'll have them.
Anyway.
You'll have that small little 2%.
And you'll have it on both sides.
Agreed. But the pullers are just there. We're just here to have fun and compete, people. I mean, seriously.
Here's my thing, though. If you're in a manufacturing perspective that it's across both organizations, I really don't think that's the smartest move. Considering people run your product on both sides. Just saying.
The people that think they know everything about this sport that's never been down the track in their life or never been involved in the sport from an officiating standpoint, a driver standpoint, a crew member standpoint, anything like that, they're the ones that causing the problems.
Correct. Jacob Oll, can we comment on how many 4-1s are at Rockwell? Yeah, dude.
I think there are multiple facets.
I think there's a few.
I think there's multiple facets to why that is.
Overall, 40 of them are registered from what it looks like.
Yeah.
42, wasn't it?
I've got 40.
With Galaxy Tour entries and stuff like that, I think it was like 42 for Saturday.
So probably going to roughly end up around 36, 32-ish.
It just depends on who's got what's going on. I mean, some guys have waiting on parts. Some guys are, busy farming, family, whatever it is. Just
well, I mean, like Shibley hadn't made a hook all year with them. I'm just looking through here. I mean, Tommy Stricker, is he going to go for sure, Zach? He's been all of them so far.
I haven't talked to him.
He had some pretty catastrophic stuff happen in Brandenburg. So
Scott Miller, if he's back together.
I think it's together.
Yeah, so, I mean, we could very easily end up with 36, 38.
And you look at that's about as big as a cross if you want to talk about cross organization stuff because you have a lot of outlaw members after what's happened this winter are there. Badger State PPL, NTPA, UPM, Excalibur and Missouri guys, They're from all
You
over.
want to talk? I was gonna say you want to talk about geographical too.
Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
it's heavy Illinois, Wisconsin, all the way to Nebraska and Kansas.
Nah, man, we go as far south as Louisiana.
Well,
Nah, he'll go.
lived in Illinois, but
Huh?
that tractor lived in Illinois.
So, driver's still from Louisiana.
But I mean, you look across the board at the numbers for that show. I mean, it's just good. I mean, and usually in Rockwell, for the location is middle of northern Iowa, in the middle of nowhere. It sometimes can be rough with conflicting events, but it's just like there's like 38 two-wheel drives, there's 20 some odd minis, 20 some odd four-wheel drives, 14 or so on diesel supers,
28 pro stocks or whatever it is.
28 pro stocks, 20 some odd of us. So it's like there's gonna be a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know how the pits are gonna handle all that, to be honest with you.
Hey, who cares? It's gonna happen. For everybody just joined us, welcome in. I just saw a pretty big jump on our viewership numbers there coming in. I don't know if the NTPA update thing just got finished up or what, but I saw a ton of people jump over. Huh?
I don't think they're on tonight.
Oh. Well, either way, everybody just jumped in. Welcome in and join into the chaos. We've already been through the World Series of Pro Mod stuff. We've been through Fort Recovery recap already. We just got finished talking about the IHRA interview that happened with with Daryl and the Memphis news station down there and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys have any comments you guys want to throw in, wants to go back and recover a topic to an extent and ask a few questions, whatever, just drop them in the chat and make sure you're following, subscribing, and sharing our page where you can. That helps us more than any amount of money that we could get.
I'm looking at Bailey's comment. It says too far for us. I go, Bailey, there are guys in this region that aren't even going to show up. There's some guys that are like 30 minutes from the show that aren't even signed up. So it beats me.
Yeah. Right.
I don't get it. So
do we think where'd his name go? Crap.
There's a couple interesting names on Pro Stock. There's a couple interesting
That's
names.
the one I wanted to get to. Yeah, hang on one second. Is it does it run both days or is it just run one day?
I don't know. Hotham?
No, yeah, Hotham, the Massey Ferguson 9S 425.
Yeah, if conversations were correct, that is a brand new build. I'm not sure.
Really?
I don't know what power plant that is because that's a 9S, and I don't know if anybody out there in Poland except for Europe has got a 9S hood.
9S is the newer hood, right?
That's the
Correct.
new hood.
That's the
The
new
only one that I know of is Rabbit Gone Mad over in Europe, Alcohol Super.
And it looks good.
Yeah.
So, cope behind the engine work?
You would hope because the guy
Because
the guy that's listed as driving it has a Perkins V841, so
Hotham does?
You would hope it's a Perkins V8 Pro Stock.
Yeah. Looks like we got Rowan going, Sabatka, Hayden Arnold, Lammers, Frank Manning. Did Manning ever get his figured out?
Yeah, just there was a couple fine-tuning things, but Jason Rowland's been driving it. Bob actually had surgery, so Bob hasn't been able to drive it.
Gotcha. Brent Myers bringing 1, 2?
2.
Yeah,
Okay. Good
Besides,
deal, man.
besides Toma, that's probably the closest Grand National home for him.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say.
I will say the one class that disappointed me with numbers is that there's only 11 Superstock diesel 4x4s.
It's not their area. And, like I said before about that class, I just feel like that those guys have so many places to run today.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but here's my counter argument to that is that you see how many are on the Champions Tour and
well, they were there for one reason.
Waskob was coming all the way from Pennsylvania.
They were there for one reason.
Yeah, but then again, now is there a hook in Pennsylvania because Pull Off Productions got them?
Are they in there an OSTPA hook this weekend?
Yeah, OSTPA.
Do they have them?
Outlaw has them now.
Outlaw has them in select spots.
Right, but I'm just saying there's so many more organizations that have that class that it spreads them even thinner.
Yeah.
And that subjects the argument of, do we have too many hooks going at one time for one class?
Nah.
Steve, yes. RJ sold that about 2 years ago already to Mike Wallen.
Yeah, and it's doing well. The driver that
Actually,
has it
both-
now is doing
if
pretty
I'm-
well.
If I'm not mistaken, both chassis are old Simon-owned chassis. I believe
Sure.
the red 72-tone truck is old Simon Says Dodge chassis, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Wyatt, how's the local participation in the Super Farm this time? Is it about like it usually is there?
That's
don't
kind
see-
of what I was mentioning, is that there's a lot of guys in the region. I mean, double-digit region guys that aren't there. Now,
Yeah.
I understand that there's a local tri-state hook happening in ECI and such where it's going to take a few. That's probably where it's hurting us a little bit. But then again, if you're over 20, like Zach, we've had that comment before, or the conversation, I'm good with that amount because the track's going to change a few times. So,
Yeah. Is the rumor going around true for Bowling Green that all the Grand National guys are going to hook together at one time, and then after that it's kind of random throughout the rest of the show? Is there any truth to that?
I haven't heard that.
I've heard it. I've heard it multiple times. I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know how they could do that and be fair with the ring competition and all that.
yeah, because you have two aspects of that. I mean, you have
The points and then the
points
overall
aspect.
ring there.
the overall ring and winning there. So
Yeah.
it's like, how many times in, say, two-wheel drive have we seen the first hook win?
Mhm.
It's not a guy in points.
No.
Speaking of Bowling Green, I think you're set to see some record numbers at Bowling Green this year.
For what class?
Everything besides 4-1 because they limited it.
I know. Could you imagine how many they'd have if they hadn't?
They'd be parking them in Napoleon and dragging them there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think. Well, heck, we got 72 super farms in there. Why can't we get 72 of them?
well,
And
that
you
was
didn't get
before.
it in there. You parked them outside. They just participated in it. You parked them outside.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, heck, the 50th, there
Remember
was
those
81
days.
dual drives.
82 two-wheel drives one year. 50th
Yeah, it was
anniversary.
The 50th, yeah.
That was a lot of two-wheel drives that day. Hey, Bailey, you leave our super farms alone.
He's in the Super Farm.
Oh, leave our super farms alone anyway.
Yeah.
I
Superstock
love
Diesel.
it.
I think Superstock Diesel, though, numbers for Rockwell are pretty good, even
Yeah,
though
they are. I mean, I know one that's
was-
not going.
there was some catastrophic damage.
Dude, do you want to talk about some damage? Ugh.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Now,
2 blocks.
Can we clarify for the people asking why Diesel Super didn't run, Zach?
You were there. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
we-
think we need to just let that somebody that no.
All right, we can leave it alone then.
I mean,
There
we
was only
can't-
gonna
you
be-
don't.
there-
You don't
there-
want to talk about what
There
they
was only
did.
gonna,
at least?
there was only going to be 2 of them, and that's all I'm going to say.
You don't want to talk about the decision that was made amongst themselves.
No, I mean you can talk about Shane if you want, but I'm not gonna.
All right, we'll leave it alone.
And I'm not gonna go into the other.
Who just texted you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. But no,
I'm not gonna go into the other deal on Saturday there either. So
Yeah, I hated that there was only going to be 2 left, but
which hindsight's 2020 doesn't matter. We didn't run anyway.
then there's your mother-in-law. We could have too. There was nothing wrong with ours.
Semis actually weren't much better, to be honest, with numbers.
No, but they've got 7 of them coming up this weekend, which I'm pretty sure it ties them for how many they've had all year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised there's not a few more local guys too, for semis specifically.
Yeah. From everything that I can tell, they're either an OSTPA or they're run up there in the CS pulling promotions or with USA East.
I mean, but if you look at years past, I mean, Minnesota was a hotbed for semis. I mean,
Yeah.
huge. When you had Islands and Dan Kroll and Jack Kielmeyer and DeBro's just up there in Wisconsin and Lonnie and Colton Saylor and all those guys. I mean, UPM in Minnesota had like 10 super semis at one point. between multi-charger and single charger trucks, it was nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them, the most legendary semi of all time, Buckeye Bulldog, is up there as a 4-1.
Is that the class he runs with? It's 4-1 semis.
It's it's UPM semis. They're 4-1. It's called short leashed now.
Cool.
Just that place. I mean, they have the Big Iron Classic there in the fall, and they get a bunch there too. But it's just like,
yeah. No, man. They've got 13 on the docket for Diesel Supers this weekend. I think I'm Bowling Green. I think we'll have 16, 17 probably.
Oh, I bet close to 20.
You think 20?
Because
where are we gonna find the other ones?
Well, you add your brother, that's 14. You had Boxer sit.
Well, no, he's on the list for this coming week. He's on the list for this coming weekend, so 12.
Well, there's 14 for Saturday. Take off your brother, it's 13. But
okay.
I mean, Hans Boxler, Belfance 2. You have Olden. You
think Olden's gonna go?
I would think it would.
Jason said Scrappy and him will be ready.
And then you add
will be?
That's what Jason told me before we cover.
Mm-hmm. Then you add Ross. Then you add Bradish.
Bradish gonna be fixed?
Yes. There's an alternative to why they were not at full recovery. I will not explain on the show.
Okay.
So
you're
as long as we're ready to go. Does Hopkins bring Renegade Deer just to say he ran Diesel Supers at Bowling Green?
I don't think so.
Doubtful. Now, I wish Goodwin would go to Bowling Green.
What about the guy who has Magnum Force? Do you think he'll go? No.
Sure. Couldn't tell you.
Not either.
I wish the Hayes team would just bring 20 Mule Team for nostalgia.
Just one more time. Just one more time.
There's a few things. I mean, going across the Bowling Green. I mean, David Anderson's another one with roughshod.
I could see him. Wisner's going on that weekend. Yeah.
Well, it's all to be determined, really.
Yeah.
I mean, will Brad Campbell be back?
He signed up for Rockwell. I don't know.
Isn't he liable to go to Wisner? Isn't that closer for him?
You went to Bowling Green last year.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
But it's everything's up in the air some days. I mean, look at we had the same conversation about these super trucks. I mean, there's 5 in Macon, but there's a bunch in Troy. But then last year you had in Bowling Green dang near 40. So
I think you have your Bowling Green numbers again.
Did they hit 40 this year?
I bet it's close.
I bet it's close with all the new trucks. I bet
so too. What about the Terrys with High Strung being signed up for Rockwell? That kind of surprised me for the light super class.
I think they just wanted to, and this is just what I think, but I think they want to stay in one location for a weekend and not travel multiple times to make multiple hooks.
Yeah.
I mean,
are they making a run to get back into Farm Show, you think?
Possibility. I mean, maybe.
Wouldn't upset me.
I don't think it upset anybody to see Day 21 back in it.
No.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to figure out where else we need to go. I think we about covered everything, hadn't we?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Rockwell this weekend, Grand National, Eaton, Ohio, Urbana, Ohio, Region 2, PPLs and Mount Sterling.
Yeah,
Friday
I think
night, right?
Is it just Mount Sterling?
And then they're in Altamont tomorrow night for Western Series, right?
Should be, yeah.
I believe so, yes. There's a lot of stuff going on.
What weekend are we on? Yeah, they're in Effingham, Mount Sterling's this weekend. Next weekend's Hillsboro, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We might need to try to get in contact with Mr. Slama. Maybe do a special for him next week.
It's Don.
Or Sally.
Should be a new Alice Light Pro debuting at Utica.
I would hope so.
The one I'm thinking about, I will believe it when I see it.
Me too. Colin,
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But
if we all see that thing roll out of the trailer, that's when we'll believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to have been done since January. Dang it!
He was so close to being there too.
Then again,
So
there is a
close.
pro stock out there that's supposed to have been done since 3 years ago, but
Yeah,
everybody's waiting for that to happen.
yeah. I think everybody wants that to happen.
Heck, the 9S Massey's going to make a debut before that one, and no one really knew about the 9S.
I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like on a pro
I wouldn't think it looked too bad.
intercooler. Is there a bunch of room up in the grill and stuff though?
It's a pretty big hood.
They're all big if they're new.
Whoa, hang on. Said the Cats aim to be at Milledgeville tomorrow. Really?
Wait a minute.
Hey, Wyatt, how far is that from you?
I was just about to Google Map that.
For y'all don't know what we mean by the Cat, that is Chris Feller's pro stock that we were excited to see it debut at Farm Show 3 years ago, and then it kind of fell off the face of the earth. It came back because we saw it being dynoed on a couple of videos on Facebook. We're just waiting for it to hit the track.
Hey, Colin, what time does Milledgeville start? I may make that work.
How far is it? An hour and a half?
Hour and 50 minutes.
Boy, you better make that work. I don't know. I don't care what else you get all year. We got to have that one.
Well, I've got the premature pictures. I do, but the fully done, if it's done with paint and everything, don't have.
I bet they ain't painted it yet. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't yet, but I'm not the owner.
Yeah. Well, that could be exciting. Is Milledgeville being live streamed tomorrow? That's the other question.
I would think it would. Badger State's usually live stream everything. So far this year being Zolik.
But won't he be in Altamont?
Well, he could be, or it could be somebody. Who knows? I mean, I'm not quite sure.
I bet I'm almost willing to bet Ross goes to
Where's
Altamont.
Thurston? Yeah, where's Thurston go to? Isn't Thurston in Altamont area of Southern Illinois?
He doesn't live stream though, I don't think.
True. I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
I don't know either.
Have to make a couple text and contact stuff, but
you definitely need to see what time that starts tomorrow. Anything else you guys want
full
to?
polls free this month?
Is it? Website says 6:30. Wyatt, you have a sales call to make tomorrow.
Well, I could make a sales call if the Rockwell guys will call me back. But anyway.
No, you have a sales call to make tomorrow, so you can go.
Oh, yeah, I can make that happen.
Yeah. All right, boys. What else we got? Anything?
I don't have anything newsworthy, I don't think.
No.
I mean, NHRA is off till Brainerd, which is Bowling Green weekend, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Spencer's getting his is it Outlaw Light Beer that's sponsored?
Outlaw Light Beer full sponsorship rep.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, go figure. The largest party in drag racing is when they do it. I want to know which one is rowdier, if it's Bowling Green or if it's the zoo. That'd be a good question. But the thing is, they're on the same weekend, so
yeah. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys got anything else at all?
Don't think so. Go support a local poll this weekend.
Absolutely. I'll be in Eddyville, Kentucky this weekend. They're having their Cattlemen's fundraiser event. We've got everything from antiques to farm stocks to 95 hot farms to street diesel trucks and all sorts of good stuff this weekend. So
I'll be in Urbana or Eaton, Ohio Friday night and Urbana, Ohio Saturday night.
yeah.
I will be in Rockwell.
Yeah. But we really appreciate everybody jumping on. Sorry for the delay. We shouldn't have that happen again. I've pretty well made up my mind.
This guy up here.
Other way. Other way.
No, I'm pointing at you.
No, you're not. It's
Okay, well,
reversed.
whatever. The guy in the red. Okay, damn it.
All right, everybody. We will see y'all later. Thank y'all very, very much. Make sure you like, sharing, and subscribing wherever you guys are watching from. That helps us out a ton. I know we've had a bunch of videos go up here over the last few days, and they've done pretty well. So
the next show is what, Bowling Green week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh boy,
Might have to see who we can wrangle in for that show. So
Yep.
All right. We will see y'all later. Have a good
All
night,
right.
everybody. Thank you.
Peace.
Say it. Peace.